Hello, everyone. Welcome to another fabulous episode of Reviewing Stuff. I said that too fast. I'm going to catch up. Stuff. All right, so reviewing stuff, and today we are going to review our problem solving strategy called Rubies. Rubies. All right, like the jewels, rubies. That's an I, by the way. All right, so rubies. All right, so rubies is what we're going to use to solve our math problems at Boone Elementary. Okay, so if you are familiar with rubies, this will be a reminder of what rubies is. And if you are not familiar with rubies, well, just hold on to your seats because we are going to learn about rubies right now. So our first problem solving step. Our first problem solving step is always when we get a word problem, we have to read and, reread. All right. So not only read it once, but you want to read it over again. All right. Because the first time you read it, you're going to get a lot of information. Sometimes it can be overwhelming. The second time you read it, you can start breaking down what you're reading so it's not so overwhelming. All right. So then step 2. First you read, then you reread. Second, what you need to do is you need to underline the question being asked. All right, underline the question. Not the whole problem, but what are they actually asking in the question? Okay? Because there's usually something at the very end of the problem that asks what you're supposed to find, what you're supposed to calculate, things like that. All right? So, first step, read and reread. Second step, underline the question. All right? Third step, what you're going to do is bracket or box important information. All right? So, a bracket looks like this, right? You could bracket important information, or you could box important information. All right. Brackets are actually something that you'll use in math in 5th grade. So if you want to practice drawing brackets, it will actually come into play sometime in your 5th grade lessons. All right. So you're going to bracket or box important information. So those are things like numbers that are important, the people in the problem if they're important, all of those things that help us get to the correct answer. Those are pieces of important information. We want to put brackets around them or box them so we know that they're important. Because sometimes there's information that's not important, so we don't want to bracket or box that. The next thing you want to do is identify the key concept. So figure out, what is this problem asking me to do? Is it asking me to add whole numbers? Is it asking me to multiply fractions? Is it asking me to tell time? Is it asking me to calculate money? Right? Identify the key concept. What page of notes that you took in math would help you with that problem? Or what skill did you learn in math that will help you with that problem? All right. Next step, eliminate bad answers. Eliminate bad answers. All right. Because sometimes there's answers on those multiple choice questions that are completely wrong and you know they're wrong. Like there's one that's just so far off that you're like, there's no way that that could be right. All right. And that can be as simple as if you have like your answer choices on your worksheet, right? And you see, oh, C is definitely not the answer. You can just draw a little line through it. And then you know that's one that I'm not going to have to worry about. And then finally, the most important thing that you do is solve and check your work. All right. So solve and check to make sure that you answered the question. Okay. Because sometimes there's multi-step problems and we do the first step and then we don't do the second step. And then we don't answer the right question. All right. So solve and check. One of the things you should always check is, did I answer the question that I underlined? All right, so I'm going to make a second video and we're going to look at a word problem and we're going to use rubies to get us through that word problem. All right, so I'll catch you in the second video. Thanks.